In this section, we're going to be looking how to take your vision and the ideas for your play and translate that onto paper so the technicians in your theatre fully understand what it is you're trying to achieve. To do this, we have two super important documents. One is your marked up technical script and the other is your cue sheet. Together, these create your tech book. We're going to be showing you how to take what it is on stage and translate that in real time into written word. Please do remember when you're putting your technical books together that there is a limit on the number of cues you have, and this is super important to make sure we stay within those limits, as the days are busy and the time we have during our technical rehearsal is short.
You will have seen the cue sheets in the Teacher Director Handbook, and editable versions of both of the sound and lighting cue sheets can be found in the technical section of the resource library on our website. We're going to now use the cue sheet to show you how to communicate on paper what is being shown on stage. As the image changes on stage, we will complete the cue sheet at the same time, and I will explain everything as we go along. For our first lighting effect, we shall look to create a summer forest effect. You will see on the lighting cue sheet there are 5 clearly labelled columns. In the first column, we will write down the page number where the lighting change is due to take place. In our second column, under States, we shall indicate which of the 12 lighting states we would like to utilise. And in the third column, saying Brightness, we shall write down as a percentage which percentage we would like those lighting states to be in. As you will see from our first example, we have chosen to use lighting states number 6, which is the full stage whitewash, and lighting state number 9, the green foliage effect. As we have indicated these states in numerical order, first is number 6 and second is number 9, we shall write the percentages in the same order. So for this example, we shall have lighting state number 6 at 40%, and we will have lighting state number 9 at 100%. The transition speed is something we will look at later, so for the moment we shall leave that blank. In the final column under Scene or Notes, it is here we can describe what lighting effect we are trying to achieve. For this example, we would simply write Summer Forest. This is just a way that the technicians to check that what we have written down in our numerical values is represented on stage. For our second lighting cue, this should be taken from page number 11. We shall utilise states number 6 and 7, the full stage whitewash and the full stage redwash. These shall be at the brightnesses of 40% and 100% respectively, and this will create the feel and look of a bloody battlefield. Our third and final sample lighting cue we shall draw from page number 12. We shall use lighting states number 6, 8 and 10, 6 the full stage wash, 8 the blue wash, and 10 the window gobo effect. These will be in order of brightness at 50%, 100% and 100%, and will give us the look and feel of being the inside of a stately home. On your performance day, if you find that brightnesses or fade times are not quite what you desire, it may be possible to alter these during your technical rehearsal. The final piece of information we need to record on our cue sheet is the transition speed. This is the speed at which one lighting cue will change to the next lighting cue and can be recorded in one of 3 ways. Either as a slow transition, meaning that the lights will change over 5 seconds, a medium transition where the lights will change over 3 seconds, or a fast transition where the lights will change from one lighting cue to the next lighting cue over 1 second. If you are unsure what transition speed is most appropriate for your lighting cues, we would suggest using a medium fade time over 3 seconds.
There are 3 main ways to utilise sound within your performances. The first is by using live instruments used by your cast or by supporting members of the company. The second is by using sound in a standalone moment. Maybe you have a disco scene or you have a big battle. So the action continues and sound is over the top, but not necessarily using the script at the same time. And the third is by using more of a cinematic underscore, having background music playing as the text is spoken to help establish both location and convey the mood that the scene is taking place in. And please, again, don't forget that there is a limit to the number of sound cues that take place and you are allowed within your play.
When completing our sound cue sheet and scripts, we need only to think about the audio which will be supplied to us and played back by the technician through the theatre's sound system. For each audio track, we need to explain and let the technician know when we would like this to start, and equally when we would like this to stop. Each time a track starts or stops would be classed and count as one of your sound cues. And as we go through the cue sheet now, you will see how this information is laid out and what detail is required from you. For our first sound cue, we have indicated this takes place on page number 1, and we will be using track number 1, and we would like this played at 50%, that's half volume. We have made notes to the technician so he knows that it should be some eerie background music and that he should start this sound cue when the cast enter the stage. For sound cue 2, we now need to let the technician know when to turn the soundtrack off. This takes place on page number 2 and again relates to track number 1. Because we would like him to switch it off, this means being played at 0 volume, 0%. And we have asked them to fade it out as soon as the stage is clear. For our next sound cue 3, we move on to page number 3, and this is now track number 2. This is to be played at full volume or 100%, and this has been described as dancing music, and this should start at the same time as lighting cue number 3. To ensure the technician knows when to turn this off, we move on to sound cue number 4, which takes place again on page number 3. It relates to track number 2. Because this is the end of the track, we have set the volume level to 0%, and we have asked that this is faded out after 45 seconds. You can now continue through the rest of your script, inputting each of the sound cues you wish to have, remembering each time that one sound cue is needed to turn the sound music on, and the second sound cue is required to let us know when to finish that sound and ensure it is turned off. We are aware it may be difficult to judge exactly what level you wish the sound cue to be played at. Rest assured, this is exactly what technical rehearsals are for, and these can be adjusted on the day to ensure everything is perfect for your performance. It is now time to look at how to mark up our technical scripts. Having used the cue sheet to explain exactly what we would like to see happening in each of our sound and lighting cues, it is now time to show exactly where in our plays we would like those cues to take place. To do this, we take the exact same script that you have been using to rehearse with your play and input marks in the script where light and sound changes are required. Wherever a light change is needed, we write the word light followed by the cue number. We then draw an arrow across to the script and indicate precisely where the change is made to take place. This may be a stage direction, or it may be on the word of a character speaking. For sound cues, we use the same procedure and write the word sound followed by the cue number after it, draw an arrow and then indicate on the script where exactly this sound cue is due to take place. You should repeat this process throughout the script for all of your sound and lighting cues, so by the end of the play, all of the lighting cues written on your lighting cue sheet have been allocated a position within the play, and all of the sound cues written on your sound cue sheet equally have a location and place within the script. Once you have done this, becomes your fully marked up script, and together with your two cue sheets, this becomes your full tech book.